Welcome to another one of my videos. In my last one, I arrived into Port Lincoln Airport on QANTAS Link. Stepping out into an extremely windy Port Lincoln, even my mighty tripod couldn't cope. Anyway, I'm excited to share with you my fantastic gastronomical journey throughout my stay. So join me as I eat my way through the beautiful Eyre Peninsula. It feels great to be back in Port Lincoln. Love it! Beautiful weather today. The weather was indeed lovely by the jetty. Since we arrived late in the morning and it was still too early to check in, we headed straight to Chino's Cafe along the waterfront for some of their fantastic crepes. Yum, crepes. Other half decided to go for the satay chicken, whereas for me, I went for the seafood mornay, being a fan of cheese and cream and all. Oh my god, look at that cheese. I am a fan of all sorts of cheeses except blue cheese in its purest form. One of the highlights of coming to Port Lincoln is staying at the Port Lincoln Hotel. So I've got a room there and let's explore this hotel together. This hotel sits right on the waterfront overlooking Boston Bay. It's definitely a prominent landmark at the northern edge of the waterfront promenade. And heck, it's even the tallest building in Port Lincoln, not counting the grain silos at the port. I've specifically asked for a balcony room, so I'm excited to get up there and enjoy the views. As nice as the room was, I think I should have been more specific during my booking when I asked for a balcony. Oh man, we didn't get the room with the ocean facing view, but what we have instead is we're facing the other way, looking at at least the view is not interrupted, so you can actually take a look. You can actually look right up there to Winter Hill, so it's actually not too bad. Since the weather today was in the mid-30s, there was only one thing to do. Tambi Bay is a 40-minute drive north from Port Lincoln. Don't let the warm weather fool you because the water was extremely icy, making it an extremely refreshing swim. Dinner that evening was at Saren's. Besides sounding like a poisonous gas, how morbid, I was really looking forward to this. Do note that advance booking is essential, especially if you want the best seats in the house, which is in the sunroom facing the waterfront. Now do you know why I've been looking forward to coming back here for months? How good does this platter look? It's definitely one of the many highlights of coming to Port Lincoln. The next day, we made the 2.5-hour drive up the western coast of the Eyre Peninsula towards Eyre Caves. We'll be arriving at Eyre Caves soon, so we just need to drive a bit on this dirt road and then we'll be there soon. seriously. This is just beautiful. What a pity. After driving almost 3 hours here to the Woolshed Cave, we can't go down there because I'm not sure if you can see it, but some rocks have fallen at the edge of the stairs, so it's taken out much of the wooden pathway. Yeah, what a pity. So they've actually sealed off the start of the stairs going down there, so no one can go down. What a waste. But at least we can look at the view from up here, which is pretty stunning, isn't it? Love it here.
It was soon time for lunch, so we decided to drive 40 minutes south to Elliston. It's a little township that's located on Waterloo Bay. I love my bakeries, so sausage rolls, here I come! After all that, it was disappointing that my sausage roll was rather dry. It felt like I was munching on a roll of cardboard. I'm someone who doesn't like to waste food, so I invited a few friends to join us for lunch to clear out the leftovers. With lunch all sorted, it was now time to head towards Coffin Bay, some 1 hour 30 minutes away. Back in July, I tried but was unsuccessful in going for the oyster tour. So here is my chance for a redemption.
Adelaide, so yeah, the whole highlight of coming to Coffin Bay, that was what I wanted to do, but I can't. Yeah, so beautiful Coffin Bay. So the next time I'm back in Coffin Bay, that is what I'm gonna do. And hey, what do you know? I'm back in Coffin Bay, and I'm back in Coffin Bay for one reason only. So I come back here to do this.
After getting suited up in our waders, I was all ready to embark on my oyster adventure. We had a little hilarious history lesson with a quiz at the end, and then we were off, walking in waist-deep water.
We're now in the waders, in the water, and it feels a bit weird because the pressure of the water actually squeezes the wader around your body, and it actually feels quite snug. And the water being icy, the cold of the water actually comes through the waders. Yep, it's a very strange feeling. This is so cool. Alright, I better concentrate on walking before I trip and fall into the water, and then that will be the end of my phone in this video.
We soon settled into a wooden shack in the middle of the bay. Everyone was in a jovial mood, drinks flowed, and conversations began amongst ourselves as if we've known each other for 10 years.
Here is the moment of truth. There is nothing quite like having oysters straight from the sea like that. If there's paddock to plate, this is quite literally from sea to mouth. Oh, my goodness. What an experience that was. This is something you all have to try at least once in your life. To do your oyster shucking and waders out in the water in the middle of this the bay. Yeah, so have this ticked off the box, and I'm glad I did it. So you should come here to do your oyster experience when you come to Port Lincoln. This is the beauty of South Australian weather. It was in its 30s this afternoon, and now it's gone all grey and gloomy. It's definitely not spring or summer weather now. It's gone all wintry, and I feel a bit underdressed. Time to layer up. Anyway, we've left the Port Lincoln hotel, and now we're at the Limani Apartments.
The next hotel we booked for 2 nights was the Limani Apartments. Since all rooms face the sea, there would be no danger of getting another unexpected highway view.
Finally, a balcony with a view. Right at the waterfront, with a view of Port Lincoln. This is awesome. What a stunning view. Although the weather is a bit shit, and I'm sure when the sun comes out this will be a fantastic view, but unfortunately this will be the weather for the next few days that we're here. So I'm glad that we managed to have a good summer-like weather for the last 2 days that we were here, and today the weather is going to turn and it's going to remain like this for the rest of our stay.
Dinner that evening was at the Pier Hotel by the waterfront. The warm and welcoming interior was indeed a welcome sight from the cold and wet outside. I won't say no to more oysters, so here are some baked ones Kilpatrick style. Yum! Deciding to take a break from seafood, I went for a chicken schnitzel. Nah, who am I kidding? The sauce of choice was a creamy seafood sauce with prawns and mussels.
Oh man, what a day. It's pretty much washed out today and tomorrow, just as well as our last day today, and what else is there to do but head back to Road and Rascals for some little cozy Sunday brunch. I'm not sure what else we can do today with this weather, so let's go eat first and then we'll talk about it later.
The Rogue and Rascal is a self-proclaimed Adelaide-inspired breakfast cafe on the Lincoln foreshore, serving up good food, coffee and a tipple with a side of quirk 7 days a week. It's my go-to whenever I'm in Port Lincoln. Definitely highly recommend it. For those into egg yolk porn, this one is specially for you.
Well, looking at this weather today, there's really nothing much else we can do. So we're heading back to Coffin Bay, and then we're gonna try to drive into Coffin Bay National Park to see how far we can get with this car. Hopefully we don't get bogged into any of the roads there. Yeah, not much outdoor activities we can do today. Alright, see you guys in Coffin Bay.
After brunch, we headed towards Coffin Bay National Park, which is about 46 kilometers west of Port Lincoln. This national park occupies Coffin Bay Peninsula, a long peninsula with a sheltered bay to its north, coastal dunes, swamps, and a coastline which overlooks islands, limestone cliffs, and white surf beaches. Alright, so we've just arrived at Golden Island Lookout. It is so windy I can't even stand straight. So there's no talking over the wind because it is just gonna block out all my audio. So I had to hide behind the toilet actually to speak to you guys. Yeah, so this is Coffin Bay National Park. They've very nicely bitumized all the access roads. Of course, there are some beach access where only 4-wheel drives are allowed, but otherwise most of the roads here are bitumized, so you can drive in with a normal car. I actually have a 4-wheel drive, but I don't want to risk getting bogged, especially in this weather. Yeah, so let's go explore the rest of the park. With this weather, we can't really do much, so we're gonna head back to Civilization because I don't want to get wet anymore. It's just too wet and cold out there. Back to Civilization we go! Hi! So this is our last night in Port Lincoln. So I've gone on and on about how the weather has turned on us today. So there was really nothing much we could do. It rained pretty much the whole day, so our whole day is all washed out. So there's no better way to spend your final night in Lincoln than to have dinner at Fumo's. So we're gonna end our stay in style and have a great seafood dinner at Fumo's. So let's go. Let's go and eat.
Our dinner that night consisted of a delicious southern king prawn curry, a succulent King George whiting stuffed with prawns and crab meat, with a side of sweet potato fries. I'm all hungry again thinking about this meal. Thank you for following me on my gastronomical journey through the Eyre Peninsula. We are indeed lucky to be able to travel without restrictions in South Australia. And especially with the easing of travel restrictions between states, we can count on domestic tourism to be bouncing back with gusto. If you enjoy videos like these, why not subscribe to my channel? Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you'll know whenever I start eating my way through another exciting destination. Until then, take care and travel safe. Don't forget to wash your hands and maintain social distance wherever you are. See you again soon for my next video.